And Gaur Purnima is about pleasing Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and keeping the goal of our life in mind and keeping as the greatest treasure we have the beautiful gifts we have to achieve that goal. Satsang and sadhana and seva. So let us pray. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in his highest ecstasies, when he was in the mood of Srimati Radharani when Uddhava came to Vrindavan, in the culmination of all ecstatic rasa, in this viraha bhav, mahabhav, it was in that state, in the Gambhira, in Puri, that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he revealed the ecstasies of his heart in the 8 verses of Sikshashtakam. And step by step, he's not only teaching us what the goal of life is, but how to achieve it in this Sikshashtakam. Rinadapi sunichena taror ibase shnuna amanina manadea kirtaniya sadari. Previous to this, Chaitodarpana Marjanam, he's teaching us how the power of the holy name and how it purifies our heart and awakens ecstatic love. Nam namakari bahuta nija sarvashaktis. And God has many names and has empowered all of his glories, his sweetness, his beauty, his powers in his holy names. But if we want to develop a taste for chanting, we must be more humble than a blade of grass, more tolerant and forgiving than a tree. Srila Prabhupada says that a tree is so many discomforts: in the cold winter standing covered with ice, in the summer blazing sun giving shade to others. And then Prabhupada says, and even if you come and chop down the branches of the tree, or even chop the tree down, the tree doesn't even protest. Who could do that? But Lord Chaitanya is giving us an example. To offer all respect to others and not expect respect for oneself. Those 2 lines, don't expect respect for yourself and give respect to others, those 2 lines could solve all the conflicts in the world. Yes, we don't need a United Nations or anything. All we need is those 2 lines. But because we're so complicated, we just can't understand these 2 lines. So much conflict. And even devotees who memorize those lines. We have to take them very deeply in our hearts. This is part of our sadhana. If we want to attain the sadya, this is part of the sadhana. Rinadapi sunichena amanina manadea. And then nadanamna janamna sundarim kavitam vajagadisha kamaye mama janmani janmanishwari bhavatad bhaktirahoita kitvai. What is it that we really want from this chanting? We want to love Krishna. And to love Krishna means to serve Krishna, to please Krishna in any situation. And then Mahaprabhu is teaching, praying that when will that day come when I'm chanting, tears are pouring from my eyes and hairs are standing at end and my voice is choked with emotion. And then through this process we come to this stage of viraha, where Krishna, a moment not in your presence is like a yuga. Yugayatam nameshina. Sunyayatam jagat sarvam. The whole world is a dreary void without you, Govinda. And then the limitless state of a selfless servant. Krishna, you can do anything you want with me. You can trample on me, you can embrace me, you can be making me brokenhearted by neglecting me. But I'm your servant. I'm here to make you happy, unconditionally. Step by step, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. What is the Sikshashtakam? It's Sri Radharani's love pouring out of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mouth in the form of these verses. It's his ecstasy. It's simultaneously his ecstasy and his compassion. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to taste the sweetness of Radha's love and taste the sweetness of the happiness that she experienced when she tastes his love. And to establish the Sankirtan movement to deliver the conditioned souls of this world. And he has harmonized these two together through the Sankirtan movement of Parama Karuna, Pahundu Ijana, Lord Nityananda and Lord Chaitanya. Their karuna, their compassion, their mercy is through the Sankirtan movement, which is explained so nicely in Sikshashtakam. They're giving this love. Mahaprabhu is sharing with us his love. Srila Prabhupada went through so many difficulties. Why? Because he fully understood the glory and the power of this love of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he had such deep faith in it. So on Gaur Purnima, let us humble ourselves, be deeply grateful, and let us keep as the goal of our life our sadya, the sadhana of sharing this gift that we have received with each other and together with the whole world. Thank you very much.
You were listening to Radhanath Swami on devotionalnectar.com.